Hello everyone, good morning. Welcome to my channel Mystical Ani. So today we are going to do a karmic and soul lessons. Okay, so this is a general reading. Please see how it resonates with you. If not, you can ignore the readings. For more accurate and personal readings, you can reach out to me. Okay, so let's see what do the cards have for us. This is a karmic and soul lessons we might be going through right now in our life. Okay, so let's see what are the lessons we are learning right now. What are the lessons we are learning right now? What are the lessons we are learning right now? Let's see. Okay, King of Cups. Let's see in which area we are being tested. Where we are being tested in our life. 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 Okay, cards are falling out. Where we are being tested in our life. One card, please. Where we are being tested in our life. Where we are being tested in our life. Okay, Eight of Swords. What is the guidance from the higher self? What is the guidance from the divine? What is the guidance from the divine? One card, please. What is the guidance from the divine? What is the guidance from the divine? What is the guidance from the divine? Okay. How can we move forward with grace? How can we move forward with grace in our life? How can we move forward with grace in our life? Let's see how can we move forward with grace in our life. One card for how can we move forward with grace in our life. What's happening? How can we move forward with grace in our life? How can we move forward with grace in our lives? How can we move forward with grace in our life? One card on how can we move forward with grace in our life. Okay, these are two cards again. How can we move forward with grace in our life? How can we move forward with grace in our life? Okay, we have the strength card at the bottom of the deck, which is basically that we might be going through a tough time and we are being advised to have patience and move, with having a thoughtful decision. Okay, let's see what do the cards have now. Okay, so lessons we might be learning right now is to be emotionally stable when we are going through an emotional turmoil. Okay, there may be so many situations in our life where we are feeling emotionally disturbed or not having emotional support, but we are being tested like how can we be stable in this situation? How can we be mature and deal with the situation in a very compassionate and calm manner, in a mature manner? Okay, that is basically we are being tested, which is being stable in an emotional turmoil, which is not easy. Okay, that's for sure. Now let's see where are being we tested. So actually our main test is everything is running in our head. Okay, so this emotional turmoil is basically, it's not that difficult how much we are making it difficult in our own head. We are being victim of our own thoughts. We are being victim of our own mindset, our own focusing on complaining that my hands are tired, I am not able to get rid of this situation, I am being a victim. So that is basically the main issue. Okay, that is where we are being tested, that how long we are going to be in this victim mindset and when we are going to open up and come out of this victim mindset. Because see, the ropes here are loosened up, right? So the girl has all the freedom here. In this reading it can be male, female, anything, but what the card is saying is you have all the freedom, you have all the liberty, but you need to open your eyes and move out. Okay, so you are being trapped in your own mind, you are being trapped by your own thoughts. Okay, that is basically the testing phase, that you need to open the robe and come out of it. Okay, now let's see what is the guidance from the higher self is. See, again, this is Eight of Swords, this is Ace of Swords. So once you have come out of this, things will definitely move in your favor, because the guidance is everything is in your hands. You have ideas on how you can work on this situation. You might be having so many positive thoughts or different ways of coming out of this situation, but you are trapped by yourself. Okay, so that is what basically you need to work on. You are being given opportunity by the universe, Once you come out of this victim mindset, things will definitely grow. Okay, you will definitely grow in your life, because there is confidence, there is success. So you have support from the universe, you have support from the divine, but you have to take this opportunity being provided to you and come out of this victim mindset. Okay, now let's see how can we move forward. So for here we have Five of Wands. So here, you to move forward, you have to make sure that you have to come out of this, this agreement thing. You might be, too much focusing on arguments, on unnecessary conversations, or trying to put the other person down, being in a self defensive mode. Okay, so this is basically the situation. Is if you need to move forward, you have to come out of this, this agreement, this fighting thing, this trapped situation, and focus on your own growth. Listen to what do you really want, and then focus on your growth. Create a balance. If the things are not working in your favor, you need to find a middle way to get the things done or come out of that situation, right? So it's like, if you are into an argument kind of situation or a circumstances, you need to actually, ask yourself, does this really matter? Okay, does this really matter, and will this argument take me to a conclusion, or it will just increase? Okay, what will I get if I pull the other person down? What will happen if I try to be in this defensive mindset? Okay, so you need to create balance. You need to figure out a balancing way, a middle way to come out of this situation. Okay, so that's the reading, guys. As I said, the bottom of the deck we have the Strength card, which means you have to be patient when you are dealing with this situation, which is not easy. But you have, with being calm, being composed, being very mindful of what action you are going to take, what is your plan, and planning and focusing on coming out of this irrelevant or unnecessary arguments and clashes, that will definitely help you to come out of this situation. Okay, that's a general reading, guys. We will come back next week on Saturday with the same reading. Okay, I mean with the same concept, reading on the same concept. So if you have liked it, please subscribe to my channel for daily tarot insights. Bye bye.